Okay, what if I told you there's a single formula that could just unlock unstoppable growth for your business? That's the big promise behind Alex Hormozi's $100 million money models. And the core idea? It's actually pretty simple, but it's a total game changer. You just need to make more profit from each customer than it costs you to get them in the first place. If you can master that one thing, your business literally can't help but grow.
So let's talk about something we've all seen. Why do so many businesses get stuck? It's a super frustrating question, right? You see these companies, they have great products, the founders are passionate, but they just hit a wall. They plateau. What is that invisible barrier they keep running into?
Well, a lot of the time, the answer comes down to some simple, kind of brutal math. It just costs more to get a customer than you make from them in profit on that first sale. And when that happens, you're basically on a treadmill, right? You're just constantly losing a little bit of money to get new customers, which starves the business of the cash it needs to actually, grow.
Okay, so this is where Hormozi's money model comes in, and it's a surprisingly, elegant fix. This isn't about some secret marketing hack or a magic button. It's a strategic way to structure your offers, and it's designed to completely flip that broken financial equation on its head.
So, what exactly is a money model? The easiest way to think about it is like a strategic sequence of offers. It's not about just selling one thing. No, it's about anticipating the next problem your customer is going to have and then being ready with the solution right when they need it. Let me show you a classic example. It makes it super clear. Yeah, this quote is from Alex himself, and it perfectly illustrates the whole concept because this actually happened to him. He walked in to rent a car for 19 bucks a day, and he walked out paying $100 a day. That's a 5x difference. And the craziest part? He was happy about it. So how on earth is that possible? Well, it all comes down to a brilliantly designed money model. So check this out. Here's how that whole sequence played out. First, you have the initial offer, the cheap car. But then the agent spots the next problem. Maybe he needs more space. Boom, upsell to a truck. Then the next problem, peace of mind. Upsell to premium insurance. Now he said no to that, so she offered a smaller package. That's a downsell. And finally, the last problem, saving time. Upsell to prepaid gas. See, every single offer solved a new problem right as it popped into his head. And this is the really crucial takeaway. He paid more because the company solved more of his problems. That $19 car, it solved one problem, but the full $100 package solved 4 different problems for him. This is how you dramatically increase how much someone spends, while at the same time making them feel like they're being perfectly taken care of.
Right, so that whole car rental thing, that wasn't just random luck. It was a system, and that system is built on 4 core types of offers. Let's break down these building blocks.
Okay, here are the 4 types. First, you've got attraction offers. Think of these as your front door. They get people to make that very first purchase. Then, upsell offers. These are all about maximizing the value of that visit. Third, downsell offers. This is your safety net, right? It's for catching customers who might have otherwise just walked away. And finally, continuity offers. These are what turn a one-time sale into a long-term relationship. And here's the key insight, the really important part. Any one of these offers can help your business a little bit, but the real magic, that happens when you combine them. That sequence we saw, attract, upsell, downsell, and then retain, that's what creates a truly powerful engine for growth. Okay, so that's the theory. Now let's get practical. Let's look at how you can actually build these offers. We're going to dive into one really powerful example for each of the 4 types taken straight from the book. All right, first up, the attraction offer. And a really fascinating example of this is what he calls the win your money back model. It's so effective because it completely flips the script. It turns a purchase into a challenge, and it basically removes almost all the risk for the customer. So the whole idea is super simple. A customer pays you, but if they follow through and do X within a certain time Y, they get all their money back. It's free. This is just perfect for things like fitness programs or any service that needs the customer to participate. You get the cash up front, and they get a huge incentive to actually get the result they wanted in the first place. Okay, next up is the upsell. And the absolute key here is to solve the very next problem that your first offer creates. And probably the most famous example of this in the history of business is a question I guarantee you've heard 1,000 times. You guessed it. Do you want fries with that? It's brilliant, right? The burger solves the big problem, hunger, but it creates a tiny new problem. The burger is lonely. and the fries solve that problem. A great upsell always solves the next logical problem. So the question for you is, what are the fries for your business? But what happens when a customer says no to your main offer? For most businesses, that's it. The sale is lost. But a business with a smart money model, they have a downsell ready to go. And this isn't just about offering a cheap discount. It's about changing the offer in a smart way to get them to say yes. And you've really got two main ways to pull this off. First, you can let them pay less overall. That means you offer a version of your product with maybe fewer features, but for a lower total price. The second option is to let them pay less now. Here, you offer the exact same product, but you break the price up into a payment plan. Either one of these can turn a hard no into a solid yes. All right, last but not least, let's talk about continuity offers. These are the key to getting that predictable, recurring revenue every business dreams of. And a really brilliant strategy here is the waived fee model. It's specifically designed to get your customers to commit to a longer-term plan. So here's how you set it up. You give your customer two choices. Option 1, they can pay month to month and cancel anytime, but they have to pay a big one-time setup fee. Or option 2, they can commit to a full year, pay the exact same monthly rate, and that big setup fee completely disappears. It's a no-brainer, right? It makes the long-term commitment feel like the obvious, smarter choice. So, there you have it. We've looked at the 4 essential building blocks. Now let's put it all together and see how this really becomes a complete system, a machine for growth. This is what that growth engine looks like in action. Step 1, you attract customers with a super low-risk offer. Step 2, you immediately upsell to maximize your profit by solving their next problem. Step 3, you downsell to convert anyone who says no by giving them another option. And step 4, you retain them for the long haul with a continuity offer. It's a simple, powerful, and repeatable process. And all of this brings us right back to the ultimate goal, the reason we're doing this. The real power of a great money model is that it generates enough profit from one single customer to pay for getting and serving at least 2 more customers, and to do it in less than 30 days. That right there, that is the simple, powerful math that fuels exponential growth. So there you have it. That's the framework that can take a business from feeling stuck to being absolutely unstoppable. You've seen the model, you've seen how all the pieces fit together, so now the only real question left is, what's yours going to be?